and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to do a small Sephora haul. I picked a few things up from Sephora and I just want to show you what I got. And I'm barefaced because I'm going to be doing my makeup in this video and be using some of the products that I bought. So if you'd like to see what I got and know my first impressions, then keep on watching. Okay, let's get into this bag. So I got a whole lot of samples because, you know, I just don't drop coin, especially large amounts of coin, on things that I don't really know much about, haven't tried. So I've been having really, it's not like it's life-threatening or whatever, or it's affecting my quality of life, but the pores on my nose cause me extreme anxiety. I don't have large pores anywhere else on my face except for my nose. I know you guys have seen them in my tutorials when I do zoom-ins. It's just what it is. I've tried every pore filler, professional, whatever, and I still haven't found one that can fill my pores and keep my makeup on for long periods of time. I usually have dry skin, but in my T-zone, I get extremely oily sometimes, especially on my nose. And after a few hours, anything that I put on, whether I set it with a powder, whether it's just powder foundation in general, my pores show through and it gets really annoying. So she gave me a whole bunch of primer samples. The first one we have is the Makeup Forever Step 2 Smoothing Primer. And she said this one is a really good seller. I did not try it on in the store, but she said it would smooth everything. I don't really have texture on my skin except for this chronic blemish. But she said if I use it on my pores, it acts as a pore filler, so it might work for me. What I did try in the store was the Tarte primer, the blurring primer that they have, and it worked really, really well while I was in the store. I didn't look at my nose afterward. I didn't put any foundation on, so I couldn't really tell if it was going to keep my foundation on. But as far as minimizing the look of my pores on my nose, it did really, really well. And I had mixed it with this Becca Ever Matte Primer. So these two together, while I was in the store, they made my face, well, this area on my nose, look really, really smooth and basically pore free. So I think I'm going to use these today. So I zoomed you guys in so you can see my problem. As you can see, my pores are humongous on my nose. Like, they're ridiculously embarrassing. I hate them. But it is what it is, so that's why we have makeup. So I'm just gonna blot the excess oil off my face. I've already moisturized, obviously. And then I'm gonna start with the Becca primer and then put on the Tarte. So I'm just taking that amount and gonna put it on my nose. And this product feels really cooling on my skin. I like that. So I'm just pressing and getting that all into my pores. Starting to get tacky. And it definitely matted out my nose, as you can see. And even diminished my pores a little bit. But now I'm going to put that Tarte blurring primer on top of it. So once again, I'm just taking that amount right there. So those two together make a huge difference, as you can see. Really big difference. So this is what my nose is looking like now after I've applied my foundation and I powdered my nose. The rest of my face is not powdered. That's why it's not matte, but I did powder my nose. So as far as primers go, we're gonna see if this lasts for as long as I need it to last, because it always looks like this when I start, but it's when the day starts to carry on and my natural oils start to come through is when I know if a primer is good. So we'll see. So I just spot concealed and then I highlighted around my eyes and set it with powder. So next we're going to go into something really exciting that I got. I got the coveted Cover FX Enhancer Drops. and I got the color Celestial and Sunlight. I really wanted Moonlight, which is the color that's in between these two, but it sold out online and it was sold out at my local Sephora, so I wasn't about to drive to Grand Rapids just to get some makeup. So I just decided to get two, and then I'm gonna mix them together and get my perfect shade, which should be Moonlight. So I'm gonna swatch them for you. Even though they're all over the internet right now, I wanna swatch them for you too. This is Celestial. And this is the lightest color. And it just has a little dropper, just like the Cover FX custom cover drops. So I'm just gonna shake that up. So that's how much I have right there. Now watch. Look at that. Look at that. People are wondering, oh, why are these so popular? I wonder why. Can you tell me why these are so popular? It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. So you can put these in your foundation, or you could just use them as is as a liquid highlight. So that's Celestial. Sunlight has the same packaging, just a darker color. Same dropper. And this is the color one shade darker past Moonlight. So that's the dot. Yes. Okay, rub it in. Oh my gosh. This is so pretty. I want to gag. I want to gag because it's so goddamn pretty. Yeah. Ooh. I'm just going to apply these on a damp beauty blender. Like that. So that's Sunlight, and I'm just going to, ooh, that's a lot. Oops. Let's get rid of some of that. All right. I'm gonna turn my beauty blender over, or turn my sponge over, and blend it in. These don't really blend well with the sponge. Let's see. Use my hand. Do you see that highlight though? Bring it all the way up there. Do we see that? Okay, so I decided I don't want to use a sponge for these. I'm just going to use my fingers. Yes. And they don't feel cakey. I brought my highlight a little too far over here, but they don't feel cakey. They feel really good. They don't feel soft. They feel a little bit gritty, but that could be because I didn't shake them up well enough, but they're not gritty on the skin. So now I'm gonna add Celestial. So that's how much I have on there right there. And now I'm going to blend it out with my fingers. Oh, mama. Oh, Jesus. Ooh. Oh. Okay, Cover FX, I see you, girl. This was a very good investment. Oh, God, look at that. And when I get my contour going, ooh. Okay, other side. So those are the custom cover drops. That's without any kind of powder highlight on top. But you know I can't stop there. I just can't. So I picked up this. Yes, the very controversial Becca and Jaclyn Hill palette. I know the eye palette caused such a scandal because it was shit apparently, but I've been told that the face palette is the same quality that Becca usually comes out with, so I had to try it, and they only had one left, so I was like, it must be hot if people be buying it, so, and not returning. So we're gonna pop into this and add some more glow to these cheeks. So this is what the package looks like. It's still got the plastic. And then it comes with a little sample of the Becca Backlight Primer, which you guys know I already own because I love to glow. Hello. So this is what it looks like. And then on the other side, it just tells you what's inside of it. And on YouTube, there's a dupe for this apparently, but the packaging is probably nowhere as gorgeous as this, because this just looks luxurious. This is what it looks like inside. So we have Rose Spritz, Amaretto, and Pamplemousse. I hope I did those in the right order because the names are right there. But let's be honest, nobody cares about the names. And look at this huge mirror. Oh, you guys can see my camera, huh? In my dirty room. Anyway, look at that huge mirror. And of course, Champagne Pop. And then this is Prosecco Pop, which is a new highlighter that Jaclyn created. Go girl. I still can't get over this highlight. Okay, so you've already seen the swatches, I'm sure, all around YouTube, so I'm not going to swatch them for you. I'm just going to put them on my face. So that's a little too red for my skin tone. But I'm going to blend it out and see what happens. It does give a nice bronzy finish, but that's just a little too red for my taste. You guys can see that? It does make my cheek pop though. So this is what Amaretto looks like. I even put some under my chin. This is very, very red based, but I mean, if you have a tan, which I really don't right now, I have on a fake tan, but it's kind of fading. This will make you look extremely, extremely bronzed. I like this side a little bit better. Let's build this side up a little bit. There we go. If you are going for an extremely bronze look, this is your contour shade right there. So I'm just going to clean up my contour a little bit with some translucent powder. So I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit and I'm going to move on to my blush. So you have two blush combinations. This can be used as a blush as well if you really wanted to. So technically you have three blush combinations. So you have Rose Spritz and Pamplemousse, which is this really deep pink right here. But I think I'm gonna go for the Rose Spritz. Very, very pigmented. I like it. And if you're wondering why I bring my brush up the side of my face, it's because when you're flushed, if you actually are blushing, you just don't blush on your cheeks. It pretty much happens around your entire face. So that's why I like putting some blush pretty much everywhere. And this is a very highlighted blush. I will go out on a limb and say this palette is not meant for people that are going for a natural look. This is for the bold. So I'm just gonna dust this off now. and try to blend out some of this color I got on my face. This palette is definitely for people that like to glow. Everything is a little too red based for my skin tone. I am very yellow complected. I mean, I run neutral, but this is a little too much. I think I put on too much, but we gonna roll with it. Finally, for the best part, the highlights. So I'm going to use both. And I'm just going to use a fan brush rather than my big monster brush, because I have a feeling if I put that in here, I'll be looking crazy. So we're gonna start off with Champagne Pop and then top it with Prosecco Pop. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, and I should note, I've never used Champagne Pop before. I've used dupes from Wet n Wild, but never the real thing, and I'm trying to figure out why. Why haven't I? Oh, yes. Yes. Now I'm going to use a less dense fan brush and put Prosecco Pop right on top. Ooh. I love this palette. I'm going to let my nose contour bake a bit and show you the lip color that I got from Sephora. This is Kat Von D's Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the color Witches, which is her black lipstick. I've been needing a black lipstick in my collection. I was going to purchase Weirdo from Jeffree Star, but it's never in stock. So I just picked this up when I was at Sephora, and I usually, I've had past experience with Kat Von D's lipsticks. I had the color Echo, and I just really did not like how it felt on my lips. It dried them out a lot. But since I don't have any other alternatives right now, I picked up the black lipstick. I'm not going to be wearing it today because I want to look really glowy, really fresh. So instead, I'm going to go for Jeffree Star's Velour Liquid Lipstick in the color Masochist. I just got this. This is not a new color, but he did restock because it has been out of stock for about a month. So I finally picked it up. So this is the lip color that we're going to be using today. So let me do a swatch of Masochist for you. Isn't that gorgeous? It reminds me a lot of Rose Madder, which I will show you. So this is Masochist, and this is Rose Madder. They're both very pinky, except this is definitely more of a hot pink, and this is more of a pale pink, kind of mauve. But both of them are really awesome. So this is Masochist applied, and I can already tell this formula is a little different from his other lipsticks. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that or if it's because it's such strong pigmentation, but as soon as I put it on, I can tell that it was a little bit more drying than his usual lipsticks, but I still love it. And I dusted away my bake so I could do my highlight on my nose. So we're gonna go back in to that Becca Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm just going to take my fan brush and mix Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop and put it on the tip of my nose. Just like that. And as you can see, these shadows are not falling out, like they don't have a lot of fallout, which is really good. That means there's not a lot of talc in them. So they're not really powdery and dry. They're really soft and buttery. Even though everyone describes eyeshadow, like good quality eyeshadow like that, but that's just what it feels like. It feels really soft. So now I'm gonna take Champagne Pop down the bridge of my nose. I'm going to go apply some mascara and I'll be back with the completed look. So this is the finished look. I am super satisfied with everything that I bought from Sephora, so I'm probably not going to take anything back, except maybe that black lipstick. We'll see. We'll see how drying it is. But that Becca Jaclyn Hill palette, girl, bring the light to the masses. Yes. This is otherworldly right here. This is like next level kind of glow. I could get used to this. And if you haven't gotten your hands on those Cover FX enhancer drops, I highly recommend them. You don't even need to put an expensive highlighter on top of them because they beam by themselves. So say you get those and you got like a Wet n Wild highlighter that costs $3.99. Girl, you good with that. Trust, you don't need all this. But it was there, so I bought it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and press the subscribe button down in the description box so you don't miss any more content from me. And I hope to see you in the next one.